Hey guys, this is me and George. This is a series we're dedicated to him leveling up against Crazy Stone. I did it also. People liked that idea. We thought if George did it, it would bring a different perspective. May turn out this series doesn't have a lot of meaning. Feel free to ignore it. Uh, my brain is kind of numb right now. I just finished a lesson with Chris the Nine Don, and I have a headache from it. George is going to be, as he plays, he's going to be talking through some of his thought process. He's going to try to keep it real simple and on topic. And when he's done, I'm going to review and see if I disagree with anything he was doing. And again, we're not ever looking for what's the best move, but how do we play a basic, rational, good game? Okay, all sound good, George?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Great. I'll be transferring Crazy. He doesn't have Crazy Stone on his desktop, so I'll be transferring the moves for him. Um, and I need to be black in this game. I guess I can start a new game and make us white. Our color. Okay, you're black. There we go. Let's try it again here. Okay, so it's your move.
Okay.
Okay, we're working. Good. Technical difficulties. Good
Okay.
grief.
Let's kick it off one and not do double 4-4. Um, and enclose. Okay. One versus one. No need to respond. However, the top is large. I have a Shamari facing the top, and there are no unsettled corners. So I'm thinking of just responding with the pincer. Okay, so if I don't respond, my 4/4 stone will be hurt with the Q14 move. So I'm going to come out while keeping the pressure up, fourth line. I probably could have played third line as well. Okay, this looks unusual to me. I see the two possibilities. One's pushing it P16, and the other one just simply take the corner at the 3-3. But I can just push here.
So we see George. George is like, okay, there's a few principles at play here.
Yeah, but I
Which
think
one do I do?
he kind of has to go this way, and now I can just push through. So I'm pretty sure this is the way to go.
I will express my extreme disagreements later.
Just going to capture that stone. Um, okay. I mean, I can just capture those two stones. Uh, I want to keep this simple. Okay, so if I play R18 and he defends, then I can kill those two stones in a ladder. And if if he comes out, then I can capture the one stone, and I believe I'm fine. but he can squeeze me. So if I play 018 now, he can Atari from above, and that's not looking good for me. So I'm going to have to go the other way. But I have Miai, so I believe I'm fine. Okay, I have to be very careful here. So again, if I play the Hane at S14, then if he connects the one stone, then I can Atari and kill. Yeah. So I believe I'm fine, but I need to make sure I'm fine. Okay, now I have to come back. Kill that stone. Or do I? Because if I play S18, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties. He only has 3. But I can just clean it up, right, and capture that single stone, and he will die in the corner, I'm pretty sure. It's more complicated than I would have liked it to be. I think so, and if I'm wrong, it's not such a big deal, I don't think, because I've captured that stone. Capture.
We can stop here. So, because the game's over, his A group is dead. He's got a nasty cut at B. His white B group is horrible. You have greatness. So it's at least a two-stone advantage in however many moves. 27 moves, you've already gained 15, 20 points. Okay, there's lots to look at. Okay. If you pinch, what's the purpose?
I have a Shimari, a high
Yeah,
facing Shimari that's facing the top of the board.
yeah.
So I believe that stone works well in conjunction with those 2 stones.
I'm not sure I understand. Show me how. How's that stone work with the other two?
Um, I, I, I guess in this kind of situation, oh man, how about an O15 kind of move?
Oh, 15. So I still don't see how that single stone worked well with your upper left.
Interesting.
Okay. Now, if we put it here, is it working well? Yeah, if white tries anything, he's got 2 weak groups immediately.
Okay.
So here, white can't come in. Here, white can come in.
Okay. And if white plays the L18 move you're suggesting, and black just pushes white down to the second line, yeah, it's okay. So this is completely playable for white, even though it's low.
No, no, this is not.
Okay.
I would handle it differently. This is only the picture that points out, well, what's that black stone doing? And white can do this at any time he wants. He doesn't have to do it right now. But low, it's way different. But
Yeah.
let's just notice. Let's just do something simple here. And black's going to play something like, let's just paint this up. Okay, so what'd you accomplish on top? The point is that this pinching is not necessarily practical. I'm not thinking it's bad, but let's look at another idea. Now, what's white do? Um, let's go with our basic Joseki here. White's unsettled, black's doing great on top. So
Um,
just settling tends to be easier.
yeah, here White wouldn't play the O16, right? I thought
Uh,
in this case,
I put it there in particular because in a situation just like this, I saw Katago do it. And I'm like,
ooh,
really?
wow,
And Katago's like, yeah, I'm doing enough work to get out and work on the right where, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'd always think about this move, of course, but it wasn't even something he was thinking about. I'm like,
wow,
okay, I don't quite get that, but that's why I put it there.
okay,
And he played out that variation. So I was just using it as an example.
yeah,
But still, I mean, there's still a great top area to it. So it's,
yeah.
yeah. So simply playing practically is a great result. I mean, is a great way of thinking.
And can
Just
White also think of the K16 after Black plays R14?
you have control. Show me what you mean. True. So White's saying, I want to exist easily in Black's area. How will you do that?
Oh, I can't. I don't have control, but K18, something that comes to mind. Mm,
It worked for you. Do you like it? I don't like it.
mm, mm,
So as White, I'm looking for, how can there's so much work to do in the upper left. I just want to settle. Oh, I'm sorry. We're looking at Black's moves anyway. So I don't think there's anything wrong with your move, but I find it difficult to use well.
mm.
And pinching low, easier. And not pinching at all, real straightforward, and all the profit's still there. Okay, boom. Corner first. What do you do? Here, I assume.
Yeah,
And then again. I mean, gosh, that's what did you get out of this? And
yeah,
White has so many choices, right? So many things to do
yeah,
here.
yeah,
So corner first is going to work a lot better.
yeah,
We look at it that way. He needs another move. You picked up Sente. That's nice. So yeah, corner first for sure.
yeah. It just felt like
Is
there
a
was a major weakness there that I could exploit. But
Yeah, and it's the
um,
first move I thought of, and I go, oh yeah, but it doesn't work
mm,
because he can take corner and
mm,
and you get center, but it's not big right now. Okay, next. There's no question. Take it. Done. That's the best he can do. I mean, it's this horrible result for White.
mm.
When you play this way, well, all of a sudden you got a Sente. All of a sudden you got another Sente. I mean, there's just stuff
Yeah, yeah,
everywhere rather than absolutely nothing nowhere.
yeah. And it gives him options because I have to capture those two stones. It gives him squeezing options, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah,
two stones have three liberties.
yeah.
Boom, one liberty, done. The other way, kept using them, using them, using
Mm,
them. Yeah.
yeah, nice.
Once we're here, it's over, but there's a lot of interesting things. I'm just curious, what do you do here?
I capture the one stone. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, and
I
then
guess taking,
yeah,
and now you can just play here, and there's no more free moves. I thought that I'd get a bunch of free moves. Yeah. So yeah, you win easily in either case, but this is a long, complex road, and this
mm,
one's just uh, easier, faster, stronger.
yeah,
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 very cool.
nice.
Okay, now we had talked before that in the 13 to 10Q level, it's going to happen pretty quick, and we might do a second one. Are we ready for a second one?
Sure. Should we stop the video and
I would think, how long has it been? Just 15 minutes?
15 minutes?
Yeah. How about we do it
Okay,
on top of this?
sure. Let's do it.
Bring this up to 12Q. and your move.
Okay. You have control. Can you pass me control?
There you
Great.
go. It's your
Thank
move.
you.
For viewers, this is an exercise I give my students regularly to play a good 4 or 5 move levels below their level, which means they're expected to win all the games without effort. Uh, but they have to win zero complications, zero risk, steady, consistent, just stay on topic. And it's surprisingly difficult. I have a Don level guy, and oh, he can give me the runaround. He's really good, unless he's playing against garbage, and then he gets really lost. And he tries this exercise and just he'll fail upon fail upon fail until he finally starts realizing just play the basic move. He's getting the hang of it. It's a hard thing to do.
Okay, so this is the old Joseki, so I have no need to respond. Um, so one thing is thinking of extending from my Shimari, the other is enclosing it on the left-hand side, and the other two moves that come to mind are the two 3/3 points. Um, I'm just going to take 3/3. Which one? Um, so top left, I guess I could end up flat. So if I play c16 and he plays, sorry, if I play c17, he plays c16, he gets a wall and it can extend in a direction that he would like to. So I'm going to play the other 3/3. Okay, if I can push again, I would like to. Um, he's going to respond because otherwise I get double Hane and yeah, I see that as only being good for me. So I'm going to play one more time. Okay. uh, I think this is a bad move, but I'm worried if I can't, it's going to get very complicated. Um, and he has those two stones helping him in the top right. Is that Sente? No, it's not Sente. I'm tempted just to play away and to take a big move on the bottom, as we have a white wall facing the bottom and my Shimari facing the bottom. Um,
And viewers, as you see him play, try to get an idea of, do you think he played in the wrong spot? Why, and always most important, what makes us think that? What is it, a um, misrepresenting a principle? Is it a readout? Or do you agree? And then review. Hopefully that'll help us learn.
so I'm going to go fourth line here. Um, primarily, I guess, because I'm thinking of the P5 cut, sorry, P5 peep, and then the drop down to O3, which I've seen Lance play quite some time, a few times. Okay. Am I okay? I think so. um, I think I have to respond. My reading needs some work. I'm actually doing a bit of sumo go every day now, but I think if he plays at S3 an Ayatari and he drops down an Ayatari, once I eventually capture those stones, he can come back and capture like the two black stones in the corner, I think. So I'm going to come back, but uh, okay, that's not Sente, I'm pretty sure. If he plays T4, I can play T3. He extends back, I connect, and then he connects and I capture. Dun, 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 dun. God, I would hate to lose this, but I'm almost certain I'm fine.
It'd be so
It
embarrassing.
would be really
I think
embarrassing.
that all the time when I do this stuff. What if I lose?
Yeah,
It's so
exactly.
embarrassing.
Okay, one, two, two, two. That works, that works. I'm not going to respond again. Okay, so what's happening here? So he's built a big wall, but it's already none of my K4 stone is positioned well, I believe. Um, we still have this unresolved situation in the top left, but he has some stones facing that direction. I I have a fourth line stone that would like to come down to the third line on the left. There's also another 3/3. I'm very tempted to take that. But actually, I'm going to approach on this side because my Shamari wants to eventually come down to the third line. Just play out this Joseki. Okay, interesting. I have to save that stone. And the ladder works for me, but even if it doesn't, it's okay. Okay, I can just I can drop down, he comes out, and then I have the ladder. The net is preferable, but in this situation, I think if I didn't have the ladder, I would have to capture right now, I believe. But as I have the ladder, I can drop down, he extends out, then I can play the ladder, which double check. Oh, no, no, no. Does not work for me.
You almost lost it there.
Okay, how important is that stone? White's alive. I'm thick. Not important. So I have Sente. Okay. Now I'm starting to think that R17 means more, because if he plays that, I have to extend on the top, which is smaller now because white's strong in the top left. And it has some kind of sente value against those two stones. I'm going to play it. Okay. I guess I just block here. Otherwise it takes away my corner. And that again applies some pressure to those three stones. Although they have quite some backup. Okay. How to respond? I can fix both by playing Q18, but then he gets the tiger's mouth, which I guess I'm quite happy with, but as I have a very, very strong group. Okay. Now, if I respond, I have my groups alive. If I don't respond, he can Atari, I connect. I'm going to respond. I have a little bunker now. I can do whatever I want. Okay, that's go to. Surely. Okay, so he's growing the left-hand side. So first of all my groups are healthy. All his groups are healthy. What's big? The top's not so big. Strong white group, strong black group. The left, I have a strong black group up there. There's already a lot of work being done in that on that side of the board. So I think the biggest, the most interesting part of the board is on the left-hand side. If white somehow grows his moyo there. I don't really see, I was going to say, I don't really see any sente value, any sente exchanges white has against my top group, because otherwise he could use that to build up the right-hand side of the board. And I guess I also have some moyo potential. Yeah, okay. I'm now thinking about the G15 move that just came to mind. Yeah, it's tricky. There's also the P5 peep that I thought about earlier, but because white has the P2 move already, it's less meaningful than it was before. But there's still that cut at R8, so I'm going to play it. Or I can just cut. I'm going to play it. Okay. That cut's still there. Okay, so this
So
helps
for
me.
George and the viewers,
Yeah.
the exercise is based on simple, basic stuff rather than intense strategy, reading out. So George is spending a lot of time, and so as we continue this level up, try to get into basic, simple, or else get back to 3Q, and then you can think hard. But the point is, think simple here. That's going to help you at 3Q. So try to work on some real basic stuff here. What's next obvious, big, easy?
Okay. So there's not a black any weak groups on the board. So it's all about big moves at this point. And white is so strong on the right, I can't see much development potential. In fact, now I'm seeing more for black. So I'm just going to make a moil of my own. Okay, that's a slow move on the top because we have a strong white group and a strong black group. Okay, be nice to play. I was going to say a more practical move. Okay, what's big? The left is big. The center is getting pretty big now. But I just want to play practical. So I'm thinking of playing something on the left. I don't really see an obvious move. So I'm going to play here.
Okay, let's check out score estimator. As you 80 points ahead, which is too much. But black's left, bottom, center, everything is significant, while white at this point has nothing significant. A few more white moves and the right can become something, but it simply can't get as big as black's area. So black is way ahead. All sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to remind viewers the exercise is to keep it simple. So let's see what we can do about that here. Simple choice, right? You can choose anything you want. All these openings are great. Great. So great choice. Comes in, defend, comes in. Listen, well, some of you might not know this, so let's touch on it. Let's start with Joseki. Most people, when they put this down, they go, oh, I'm playing Joseki and everything's fine. But this move is defensive. It defends black. It attacks white and is big in the corner. A very powerful, big three-purpose move. This is a big move. Okay, so don't think oh, it's a little tiny, whatever. Big. Okay. But now let's look at black passes. And George, what do you do?
I mean, I see two options. One extend to L17 and the other one is Tanuki.
Okay, so let's say we settle. Great. We got to move away and we ended up with a settled group on top. The problem is A is a better move than B, which means when you play it away to wherever, it better be special. Okay. That leads us to his second choice, which is, we'll just do it real simple here. Black plays away, black plays away again. Notice how big it is to play away twice. But then white attacks us, no problem. We just run out. You just simply can't attack this group at this stage of the game. So that's where George is going. Just make sure you ignore or it becomes good for white. All make sense, George?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. So you played away, which I would too. Let's talk about to where. Where did you go? 3-3. Okay. 3-3 is ordinary move. One stone value. Well, this also is one stone value. So we can't think of it as a gain, only a fun alternative. Just creating a fun game, perfectly fine. How about this one? This reeks of two stone value. Now it's not, but it puts a lot of pressure on white. Right? I mean, this is getting scary for white. So your Shamari is facing the bottom.
I'm surprised I didn't mention that move, right? I'm surprised. The obvious
So
move.
if you're going to play away, this is the only reasonable choice that fits the idea. And white's in a bit of a, I mean, another thing going on here. First stone in the corner is the biggest. If white's going to play, then the first stone in the corner is the biggest. The second stone in the corner is not biggest. So black got two biggest moves, white got one not biggest. Did I say that
Yeah,
well enough, George?
I
You understand what I'm
understand. Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Okay. So this is the fourth move in the corner. He should be playing the second move in the corner. So this is significantly bigger than his move. So now you switch to second move. He gets fourth. It's just not working out for him. Okay. Here, not a problem. Everything's fine.
Mm.
Just, you here you are playing simul. You got all these boards in front of you. Just play 3-3.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. Or the other one, even better.
But for
So
this,
no problem there.
but for this exercise, I should have mentioned it, shouldn't I? If I chose to play the 3-3, other than the obvious approach, I should have mentioned it. And
Perhaps. And let's clarify that. That's worth clarifying because if someone's going to do this exercise, they should understand this exercise. If you see that A is bigger, great, play A. If you want to play B, fine. If you want to play C, is there a problem? There's no problem. Play what you want. Just don't play slow, congested. You don't need the best move, just a good move. So this fits the exercise perfectly. No problem. Good basic move. May not be best, but that's not what we're here for. A little bit of clarity there?
yep,
Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. When do we press at A? When do we not? If it's sent A, we do it. Or if white's turn at A is too powerful, we do it. Let's find out. We'll just settle our group. White turns, it's gote, and we can still come in. So I don't see how white's doing great here. Okay, let's do the other one. If white ignores, is it particularly good for you? Let's find out. What'd you get? Nothing. White got lots.
and now white can
So,
play the big move in the corner.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, in this case, the right is small,
Mm.
defined by A being low, B being low and settled. So the right's not interesting. And it's such a gap. We don't care if white plays A. Still easy to invade. So in this case, I wouldn't play it.
Mm.
He responded, so it's fine. Okay, you went this way. Strike while the iron's hot. White made a mistake. Punish immediately. It's impossible for this to be bad because white is now bad. What about now? White is not bad. White has no cuts. White has a strong group. White has a big right side. I don't see, I don't think black's ahead. But if you cut, black's ahead immediately.
Mm.
This doesn't work. It's just collapsing. So white plays this way. Net doesn't work. Ladder doesn't work. What's white do?
Mm. Yeah.
It seems the only option is the driving to Suji to get out of here. But white again is in shambles and you're alive in the corner.
Yeah.
So cutting's the idea. This is the first, we'll use the word mistake by black. White has a huge problem. You didn't abuse it. Boom, boom. Okay. There's a cut here, right? Now you can't cut, but you can peep. I'm sorry, there's a weakness there.
Mm.
You agree?
Yeah.
Now there's no weakness there. You just now helped white. So if you don't have to, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Do you have to? No. White is horribly weak.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, boom, boom. And now you're absolutely alive. Let's look at why. Sorry,
yeah. I was thinking of
see
the other
what?
cup. That was the one that frightened
Yeah.
me.
And if we look at the other cup, sorry. Now that's trickier.
Yeah.
No, because that's two eyes also. But what if he plays first? Interesting. Atari fix,
Yeah,
throw in, still two, and
yeah, yeah. I
you're still
misread.
alive.
So I
Yeah.
read. Yeah, I misread.
But in the exercise isn't read out life and death. Exercise is if you think you're in trouble, fix. Because you will never know when you get to 7 done. You still won't know if you're actually alive or not. I mean, you'll have a better idea, of course. So I think you did the exercise correctly by saving because you didn't know. And it's a fast game. Defend your group. But defend it this way. Defend it actively. Okay. Boom. Boom.
One question,
Sensei.
Lance.
Good.
If
Please.
I played that cut then, would it not be kind of perhaps too late because White got in the P2 move?
Well, let's see. Have white plays here.
Yeah.
Um, well, the first benefit is you just got an extra 30 seconds of reading time where you go, oh, I just realized I'm alive.
Mm,
That's one benefit. That might sound silly, but I use that all the time. Give myself a little more time, fresh perspective. It's like, well, I'm really not sure. I just want to find out. I just want to find out. He can't kill me because he's about to die. Okay, so he plays that way. Great. Now what? Well, I still don't know. I think I'll just take another Sente. Okay. Now what? I don't know. Let me just take a couple Sentes and finally you go, I need to play back, or I don't. So I would keep playing the active moves
mm,
until a path showed itself.
sure.
So that's the slowest way. So a mistake there. Boom, you're alive. Good. You play away. Uh-huh. Interesting question. Should we now do this? Your structure is getting so nice on the left. I'm not against this in any way. It's perfectly valid move. We certainly want to use that K4 stone.
Mm,
Every black stone in the bottom right is in a perfect spot. How can you not play it? There's nothing wrong with your move, of course.
yeah.
But the thing to notice here is there's room for an entire white group. So we can't say that the left is a black area because there's totally room for a white group. If you play here, it is a black area. There's nowhere anywhere on the bottom left area where white can play a casual stone.
Yeah.
Struggling for life everywhere. Okay. So not a problem. We continue. Yep. Yep. Got to Atari here. Let me get on the right button. Still on the wrong button. This happens all the time. Then here,
Mm,
you know, if this was a ladder breaker, that would be so cool. But let's make this. So you have to say Atari. It's pretty much the same, right? Except now you have a ko. Well, not very interesting. There's something there, right? Assuming it plays out this way, there's some aji.
mm,
So it's just better to do the Atari. That make enough sense?
yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Atari, perfect. Boom. You almost fell for it. I'm wondering if I would play here. It's such a pretty move. Let's check it out. Only choice, right?
Mm,
White has to play here. No choice. See how the Aji here and your group outside group gets perfectly thick? Oh man, yeah. So I would save the stone. Now, I went through that quickly. Hopefully people saw the benefits. Taking, not a problem, but the benefits are all gone.
Yeah.
And the other way, you had this shape, pretty big difference. Yeah, I loved your idea. Now's the time to come back because things are getting interesting up there. And now you walk away.
Okay. Yeah, because
So
that
you
S,
passed
I guess ordinarily that S18 would hold some cente value, right? But in this case, not.
F18,
S18.
S18. Uh,
No, maybe not.
are we, do we think this is going to attack white? No, I think black.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
I don't see any urgency what at all. And if we don't do anything, let's look at the worst white can do. I think we'll walk away again. And certainly we can respond and we're fine. So two moves away and we have a group that's certainly fine for now.
Mm.
That's awfully. So I would play away here. Uh, yeah. So boom, boom. This is fine. I play the other way, but this is better shape. Ignore. Okay. Like the proverb says, if you can cut, don't peep. Can you cut there? Yeah, you can totally cut there. If white says, no, you can't, then that was success.
Mm.
If white says, you can just cut,
Mm.
the cut works. So don't
Mm.
you, if I'm white, I'm like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'd hand you $10 immediately. I'd be so happy. Okay. Now I kept seeing you think about I'm attacking the whole group. No, whites, you gave white eyes on the bottom, so that's not a thing anymore. I like this move a lot, but again, there's room for a whole group here. White can just come in. So I think you have to play finish. Without this, you just don't have a finished structure. And this could be anywhere. Even here, there's no room anymore.
Mm.
Wherever you want that stone, you could put it here. There's no room for white to play this anymore. It's not casual.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Obviously way ahead. Yeah. Uh, that review good enough for the moment? Do you have a question?
No, that's great. Thank you.
There's one other thing on the original game, which is down here. Um, let's acknowledge that black A is fine. Your corner's not in jeopardy here. Okay, so something I like on this board, to me, this move fits here so well. Now, we're not talking about what's the best move, right? Is this a valid perspective? Yeah, you're just alive in the corner. White's going to do something on the left, but you're doing something. White gets the right, you get the left. I saw this in my head and I go, there's nothing wrong with this. I have a couple videos where we look at everything has to be different, right? You can't play any ordinary moves, right? So white has to start, this kind of thing, as long as it's valid. And games get really interesting, and there's not a, yeah, I don't know why I wanted to mention that, but I wanted to. Of
So,
course, you played the perfect
so,
move here,
so,
yeah.
so when I see that move, I see R14, sorry, Q14 as an almost as a must.
Right. So
But
let's
yeah,
look at
it's
this and then here, right?
yeah. I mean, my feeling here is that especially because there's a white Q4 stone, that getting that in cente is really big for the right.
Yeah. So where for white?
Q14.
U14. And then,
Yeah, true. Yeah, because even yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is White going to come back and say, "Oh, I
Yeah,
need to
yeah,
kill you in the corner"? No.
yeah,
You have all game to decide when to live in the upper right because you're picking up the pace so fast. Of course, we probably want to do a little more ordinary,
yeah.
but is there something wrong with this? You know, I mean, this is amazingly
Mm,
large and powerful and a whole bunch of great things. So you can do different things. We're patterned. Oh, we have to play heritage. No, you don't have to.
mm,
It's just the way to learn how to play rational go.
okay,
Once you
that's
learn
great.
rational go, you can play fun stuff.
Mm.
Man, you can play some really fun stuff. Okay, George, thanks a lot.
Great. Thank
Thanks
you,
for putting
Lance.
on this play for us.
Thanks, everyone.
And thank you, viewers, and we'll catch y'all later.
Okay,
Bye.
bye bye.